Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Chris again. So, One Piece chapter, technically, this is not the official release. Apparently, they were on break this week because, not the manga chapter, One Piece was like, oh, they didn't take a break. The actual Shonen Jump is on break. But there were releases of it, so we got the online scans, which we'll be reading. Teching and them already did this.
Fucking ass.
He's doing Siege in the background, my brother. So if you hear him, but I will not be counting this in the top 10 One Piece manga of 2019. This will be counted in 2020 because the official release doesn't release until like the 4th or 5th of. It's the 5th or 6th of January. So we're not getting a chapter until at least the 14th. Maybe I'll come back when the actual release comes out and see what changes there is. But this one is called Roger's Adventure, which we're picking up. This is chapter 967. Let's jump right into this. Giant Jumps Capture Gallery Special New Year's Fresh Arts issue. So the front cover is different this week because it is Happy New Year's. We have the crew here except for Jinbei. I was just sitting around the table doing cards, drinking, eating, all that. I really want to try to find a place that sells sake and do some stuff with it. Okay. Wow. Is that Wire 7? Because that looks very familiar. From the cloud of Skypiea, the crew safely returns to the sea and sets sail to a shipbuilder's city. After escaping from Sky Island. The Arctic is colder. No, the Antarctic.
I'm running my super.
So
super
Buggy
build.
and Shanks are fighting. Which one is colder? In the shipwrights company. Stop fighting all the time. Bam, bam. I'm guessing that's Rayleigh knocking them out. Really? You have a stone in your country? What color is it? It's red. That's the type I'm looking for. You should have told me earlier, damn it. You didn't ask. You should have asked sooner, Roger. We saw a rubbing from Big Mom's poneglyph, and I have a feeling about where another one might be. So we have Big Mom here. I still say my theory, if you go back to it, I still say the 4th one is on God Valley. This is younger Big Mom. Great Captain. Is this a gift from the heavens? I have all road poneglyphs within my reach. In the water capital, Wire 7 scrapyard. Ha ha ha. Long time no see, guys. Tom, I've been wanting to see you. Tom, sama.
1, 2, 3.
Is the train finished yet? Tom, Longhorn Clownfish Fishman. So, the father that adopted Iceberg and Frankie. Are you kidding me? It's still being designed. Ha ha ha. They're as loud as ever. You're an orphan. Want to come with us? I don't want anything to do with you pirates. You'll just abandon me too. You were abandoned by pirates? You're a funny kid. I think if I saw something on Twitter today correctly while I'm doing this review, Joy Boy theories or Roger theories, one of them, not Roger's base, Joy Boy or another one of the theorists, said their theory was why Frankie didn't say anything when everybody was surprised who Rayleigh was that Frankie saw sometime in the past, which would make this true, which is cool. That's a really old theory for them becoming true. let me come back to this because I know. Okay, I think this one is fine. Yo ho ho. Going to deliver Brink's sake. Sake. So they passed by the bridge where Robin landed. The bridge that has been being built over the centuries where the town is always moving to build the bridge. I would not know what that one's called. I believe even when Tekken did a video on the place, he had to look it up too, because even the encyclopedia of One Piece will forget something once in a while. Oh, is this? Oh, they're to Fishman Island. That's awesome. Oh, wait. That, Sabanoni. Oh, is this Fishman Island? Let's go to the amusement parks. Don't be foolish, Odin. There's a big chance we will die on the way to the real Fishman Island. So they're going down to Fishman Island. You heard that, Rayleigh? Heard what? We're 10,000 leagues on the... Okay, so this is the reference to the flashback that we got a while back of of Goldie Roger actually hearing something down here. He has the voice of many. He has the ability. Who are you? Show yourself. Pretty sure I also heard something. You too? And you have the big giant the Sea Kings. Speechless. Where is all this noise coming from? Wait. Why are you here, humans? It's me. Look, it's me, Neptune. Roger. Roger, I can barely recognize you. Are you the one making all this noise? So it's younger Neptune. We haven't done anything wrong. That's because you haven't done anything yet. Listen, I stopped you to talk about a prophecy. Something only a man of your caliber could achieve. The door to Fishman Island will be open for everyone, and the border between our worlds will be no more. He's talking about bringing Fishman Island to the surface, what they're trying to do right now with the 13 Kings and all that, the abolishment, like nowadays, like in the future, like in the present One Piece. Since you're here and you have the power to destroy the entire entry to the island. So Neptune, I can't believe it. Our army have suffered some damage. The doors that allow ships into the harbor has also suffered some damage. Roger, did you hear that? Hit it? There's a hole near the border bubble too. Go and patch it. So the day of disaster has finally come. Damn it! We have been standing right here. It wasn't us. So we have how old she would be, like in her 30s now in the One Piece world. The day of the disaster. We have the fortune teller from Fishman Island. Will only happen after the mermaid princess is born. Mermaid princess? That's new. So the king is gonna have a daughter in the future. Should we throw a party now or wait until she's born? Wait a minute. I'm not even married. I only became king a few months ago, too. So this is very early on in Neptune's life. But Sir Neptune, everyone knows that Shirley has a prophecy containing information about how a carp will marry into the royal family. All right. And since that, then Otohime has been leading political demonstrations demanding the king to better our relationship with humans. What kind of prophecy is that? And all the fishermen are all happy. That the underwater forest, which I believe they docked at to have Frankie's uncle do a coating on, and that's also where Robin came out of the forest to stop Jinbei and Luffy's fight. And Sanji jumped in, and you get the confusion where one of them punches Sanji, the other, and like all the hits land, and it's like an incredible moment in the anime. As you've witnessed, the whole country is caught up in this child's prophecy. Neptune, for the last time, we've got nothing to do with this chaos. Wait a second. There are two polyglyphs in this forest. One of them doesn't seem important, but... Yes, the other is an apology from a man named Joy Boy. I must say, I'm impressed you can read those. More importantly, the weapon that could shake the entire world isn't here. But the polyglyph from Sky Island said it would be here. Well, about that, I recently heard one of Shira's prophecy containing that weapon. Every 100 years, Poseidon, the god of the sea, is reborn. His hidden weapon to destroy the world lays dormant inside the pure maiden. To put it simply, it's highly likely that my daughter is the weapon that will destroy the world. But that's as far as this prophecy goes. I have no idea of what kind of person she will be. So Poseidon is a mermaid. Huh. I could give you some tips on fatherhood if you want. Oh, Odin talking to Neptune about that. Hey, Shirley. You got any other prophecy? Maybe you can tell us when Poseidon will be born? 10 years. There you have it, Roger. 10 years. Honestly, I'm disappointed and concerned that you're showing so much interest in my family affairs. Neptune, what were you after? What we're after is the treasure left behind by the weapon's creator. We're not interested in the weapon, right, Roger? I never said something like that, did I? Well, don't worry. I don't have enough time left to come back and steal your shaggy daughter. Who said she'll be shaggy?
Oh, damn.
So,
Standing right by a decoy
if this is Joy Boy's apology, they're looking for the gold that Joy Boy attained. I wonder how far back Joy Boy went. If it's Joy Boy must be from the Wano Society somewheres in the past, because he wrote down one of the polyglyphs, and the only people that's been able to write down or translate the polyglyphs had been from I just said the place from Wano. I didn't say the right. I said Odin. Wano country. So I'm guessing Joy Boy is then from Joy Boy that we have heard the name before. That's where Joy Boy Theories comes from, that channel. Joy Boy is from the Dark Century then, which he created the weapons. I don't know how you would create a weapon that would be passed on every 100 years in the creation of a maiden. I don't know how that would be built, but the other two plans, I don't know the three plans. I don't know the three weapons. I used to know them off the top of my head. I don't know them anymore. But the three weapons of mass destruction, he was the original creator, which then he made profit off of it in some shape or form, and that's what they're looking for, the grand treasure. Following the sea's breeze. We're continuing on. Following the sea breeze, riding on the waves, far across the salty depths. They found another regular polyglyphs. They also visited a lightning island, it seems, that we saw within, between the, is one of the supernovas visited the island, or close to it. The merry even sun. The circling birds sing in the sky, farewell to the harbor. Have everybody taking a bath together. They have a lot of people here. Wano-kun, the New World. What? Toki collapsed. Toki is stable for now, but I'm going to be honest with you. She came down with a terrible fever and can't sail with us in this state. However, since she always planned to go to Wano anyways, well, she'll need to get off at Wano in order to follow the doctor's orders. So that settles it. Now all that's left is finding out what you should do, Odin. You're just going to ditch her with Kinemon, aren't you? Come on, guys, I'm not that cruel. Wait, Odin, Don't you dare break your promise. You swore to see this adventure to the end. So, Toki is pushing him to finish the adventure. So,
What? That was should have been a headshot.
Lord Odin, we've protected Curie.
On site.
And your return. Please, become Wano's ruler once again. Silence. And you have Kawamatsu, Raizo, Kinemon, and the other two. Names always go against me. Haven't you considered Odin's feelings? He'd feel awful if his adventure ended because of me. So, enough. I will continue to travel. I could tell my country had changed without even turning around to look. If turned around, I knew I would never again leave this island. It's like I couldn't stand to look at it with my own eyes. There's already smokestacks built within Wano. Scum! And they're all yelling at him for leaving again. Yeah, already smokestacks built. We got Wano's phonograph, so this is before Kaido took over, so that one was easy to get as far as possible and left my country and beloved family behind. Scum. Roger even called him scum. Oh, come on, you can't read the poneglyphs. He's right, Roger, you can't read them. 4 years later, a homecoming like this would not be waiting for me. Even though the Vivre card points over here, I don't think we can land that zone yet. You can tell he's getting pissed at Siege.
I would say don't play her. There's very little point.
They're doing PvP. Online. Seriously, this isn't an island. Are you okay, Odin? Yeah, it's just this island gives off a different vibe. Look, pirates have come to visit. They brought the Kazuki clan with them. Is this a letter of introduction from Nekomamushi? Duke Hiki who Geshkan? So he's dead because we do not see him within the story. I don't think we've ever seen this guy. The big horned sheep king. I'm so glad that both of them are still alive and well. And you don't know how much turmoil your disappearance had caused. Milkman ship for the saviors. Wait, what is this? Free hugs? God, something is not sitting well with me. Are you alright, Odin? You can always go back to the ship if you aren't. I know exactly what you mean, Odin. You too, Captain Roger? Something is here. It feels like something huge is being stored here. We found it. The last road poneglyph. He's not. I kind of figured Odin wouldn't do. Oda wouldn't do this. Odin. I'm gonna confuse them. I kind of figured Oda wouldn't show off what the fourth road poneglyph is because he wants to keep it mystery. I still say it's at God Valley because if no one can find it right now, that would be the best clue. And him saying he might have a clue, I think. I can't even think of the guys, the pirate that command all of them. And Roger fought. Rox D. Zebux. I believe he had the first road poneglyph. And when the island was forgotten and erased from every map, that's where it is right now. That's why it's not been found, is because that island is not known by many. So I really think we're gonna visit God Valley at one point in time. Wow, that's the Kazuki clan symbol, shield. That means we've sworn brothers with the Minx. Please take me with you. Hey, it's Pedro. Your name is Pedro, right? I like your spirit, but it isn't your time yet. Your time to shine has yet to come. When will my time come? You know when it happens. Help us then. Alright, I'll definitely help later. And so we finally assembled the 4-row poneglyphs. The only thing that was left was the final island. Also, before we continue on, this is going to be a long one. I'm sorry, there's a lot to unpack. Oda also put out a statement saying how next chapter will be exciting and how he has to be very careful of not showing putting in all One Piece secrets in the chapters. Like, he has to be very precise what he puts in, which is very cool. And at an unknown harbor, cough, cough, cough. Roger, are you alright? Click. Alright, boys, have we figured out our destination yet? Yes, we did, Captain. When shall we leave? Right now. Was it luck? If so, good or bad? Surely Buggy Jiro came down with a high fever as we approached the last island. Apparently it called the "you'll die if you go to that island" disease. I was so close. Please take me with you. I want to see it. He's actually sick. Why did he have to catch such a disease?
No, he isn't.
Right before finishing
On the door by 8.
line.
He's still over there. I can hear him.
Don't worry
It's
about
tapped
Buggy.
out,
One day
back
we'll
off.
sail there with our own ship.
You could,
I really think,
honestly,
if
you could
anything,
just run.
I really think Shanks and Buggy and them will team up with Luffy at one point, or team under him, and they will come back to this island. I really would love to see that. Breaking news. No, actually big news. The biggest news. Gold D. Roger, or Gold Roger, has finally answered the unanswered mystery of the world. He conquered the Grand Line. He has successfully sailed across every single ocean there is. In the words of the greatest pirate that has ever lived, he is the king of the pirates. On that fateful day, we had learned everything in the world.
We need him
We
to suffer.
learned about the Void Century. We learned about the meaning of the D name. We learned about the ancient weapons. I, at least, learned that Wano had connected with the world in the past. But do you want to know what Gold D. Roger, King of the Pirates, did when the treasure he sought was placed in front of his very eyes? He laughed.
I was not
We
aiming
laughed as
for you.
well. To the point where tears
I was
started pouring
aiming
out.
for him. If you want, go ahead.
He laughed. We laughed as well, to the point where tears started coming out of our eyes. Joy Boy, I really wish I had been born in the same era as you. You left me. Fucking Christ.
You can.
You left behind such an unbelievable treasure. What a funny story. Hey guys, how about we name this last island, that no one arrived at yet? In the past 800 years, this, and beyond the furthest ends of it all, Laugh Tale. So, the island that we've been calling all this time has a name. Roger named it Laugh Tale. End of chapter 967. That was a 10 out of 10. I'm really sorry about them. Sorry about him.
Else was over by me.
But that means, like, it could have showed the treasure there, but there's reasons why he wouldn't. He could have. I'm guessing we will get what the D means. We might get here eventually. The next one might be Roger and Whitebeard talking about the will of D one last time on the island. We might get a little bit of that, but I think the main portion of that will be when Luffy and them hit the final island and find out themselves what the will of D means, because that would be the best place to put it after they've gotten there. I wonder how they learned, because I wonder if it's written within the Wano pretext writing, or if it's in books or in pictures or how they would
I
do
think-
that on the last
I think
island.
everyone wants to kill everyone right now.
Only Oda would know from that point on. But for chapter 967, there's a lot in there, and if I wanted to break this part even more, we probably will here. This is gonna be a long one for you guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I really broke it down. I really like that
Hey, where'd the rook armor
Buggy
go?
never got to see the last island, which is surprisingly that he actually caught a disease, a sickness that wouldn't allow him onto that final island, which is funny as all hell. But to also know that Joy Boy wrote this and created the 3 ancient weapons, and that the gold or the treasure that is on that final island is Joy Boy's, which we assume that Joy Boy had created the island at some. If he created the 3 weapons, he must have created the island. And this is just theory. This is me just talking out my ass right now. What if Dr. Vegapunk is Joy Boy, or Dr. Vegapunk is Joy Boy's descendant of some kind? If Joy Boy was such a great inventor back then, could we put Dr. Vegapunk, which we don't know a lot about anyways, as a future descendant of Joy Boy? If he ran in the same tree of great inventors, I wouldn't put my on that, but I would like to talk about that in a different video. Talk about that because I really want to go more into that. There's also another theory or two I'll probably do in the next week or two, before the next chapter comes out, that I've been thinking about, and maybe it's not been done. If it's been done, I might look into their theories and take a little bit from them and credit them. We'll do all that then, but there's a lot here. I like Toki. His wife told him to keep going, leave them behind and keep going. I like Roger saying how they were scum,
I was off by a hair.
saying that
Diffused.
Odin was a scum, but if Odin left them, they couldn't even got to their final place. Also, like the scene with Pedro, they're really connecting everything. So Oda's really going back through everything that he's shown off that Roger has been connected to and filling in the gaps. I think if anything, since this is part of Odin's backstory, we'll see probably another one
The barbed wire is by
about
the
them
door
all talking
next to
there.
you.
And then probably another chapter or two, and then we'll probably be back into the future, and we'll see what really happened to the ships and all that, and really see what all comes through. Like I said, I did a theory on that about what the next chapter would be, and I talked about all that way back before we started getting flashbacks. Also, for anybody watching this now, I might push it back to a Tuesday, sometime during Tuesday. I don't want.
Hey Spencer,
I might
think
put
you're missing
my
like
10
4
top
kills.
One Piece chapters on Tuesday. I don't know, because I didn't think this would come out beforehand. Like I said, this will not be in the top 10 One Pieces of 2019,
No, we don't.
even though this is a really, really good chapter. And it would definitely would fit a spot, because I had to go back through the chapters again because I ended up with 9. And I was like, oh, I need one more, and then I had to go back through. I'm not putting this in because officially it does not release till 2020. I'm going off Roger's thing there. Otherwise, for One Piece chapter 967, that's a really incredible chapter. And
See, I
it'd
got
definitely be
him
cool
down
to
like
see
10.
how all this comes together
I got
and
him
what
low
gets
'cause I was trying
built
to shoot
on
Xavier,
next chapter.
And then Stan ran past me and took a.
And if you guys are watching this New Year,
check.
Happy New Year. I'm really hoping for the future because like I said, I still want to do. I'm still a long way away, but I do want
No,
to
he
do
was
projects
at-
or
he was at, like,
theories
10
with
health.
other
It didn't
One
kill- it
Piece
didn't down him.
theory creators or reactionists or other thing. I would love to do videos with them, but I'm still so small of a channel before I can do that. But
I also don't
for the sake of it, it'll be cool to see if what will come out of
Game's
this
so ass, it
and
has
what he
ass
will
in
build
it
on.
once.
Like I said, we got about 2 weeks before the next one comes out, so it'll be cool to see that. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, like. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribe to the channel, keep up content. Otherwise, this has been Mr. Crazy signing off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. Hopefully I see you guys next video, and peace.